Welcome back. There we go. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me try this again. 1 second, 1 minute. Hold on. We are here. We are live. We're live on Streamlabs, baby. We're doing everything possible to be, I'm trying new things right now. So it might be a little bit couple hiccups here and there. My bad. I don't know, I mean, I'm trying to learn something new. But what is going on with everybody today, man? Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. Yo, what is going on with everyone today for Shazay? Yo, yo, let me tell y'all something, man. It's been 5 days since I did the last show. So I mean, like a lot has gone down like nothing. I mean, for real, I really what's great about today is I got to watch Secret Invasion. I would like to say this. I'm gonna put this out there. I don't see why this got the worst like IMBD or whatever rating for all the series, all the MCU series that came on that has come on to the platform of Disney Plus. Now, what I am worried about, and this is where I am truly worried about, is that the show is going to be rushed because I didn't know there was only 6 episodes. So after that first episode and the big things that happened, I don't want to spoil anything yet. We're not going to spoil anything. We'll do a spoiler version probably Wednesday if we do a show on Wednesday. But I'm sitting here watching. I'm just like, I mean, this is a Nick Fury espionage type show. I feel like this, you know what it is? It's people aren't used to MCU movies. I mean, MCU anything looking like regular cinema or regular TV shows that this for real if it gives me 24 vibes. You know, it's Nick Fury. He's a little bit older. The blip kind of messed with him a little bit. So he's not the same guy that we are accustomed to seeing. We're actually seeing Nick Fury not be ahead of everyone. Normally he's ahead of everybody. He doesn't, he doesn't play, he doesn't like he's always 3 steps ahead. And right now, he's behind. And we've always seen him have the chess moves ready to in place. So it's a good show so far. I'm not going to say it's great. The problem is that we don't understand the motivations of the scrolls yet, of these scrolls. And I'm sitting here watching, I'm just like, well, you kind of skipped the whole entire thing where we didn't know that, the scrolls have a problem with being in have a problem with, finding a new planet, and had a problem with Nick Fury and pretty much Captain Marvel going out and trying to find a new planet for them. What sparked this? Because they've been dormant for 5 years. I mean, like on the maybe they well then again they did probably lose half their people. I mean, yeah, they definitely lost half of their people also. But I just don't know. It feels like you had 5 years to do a lot of work and you just did never took advantage of that. It's just, and you have the strength, you have the cloaking capabilities of yourself. You know what I mean? Like you can become anyone in the world, and y'all didn't do anything about it. And so that's what kind of is weird for me. This is what's I don't know. I'm kind of like, all right, I kind of see where some people may have a problem with it, but I'm at a point now where I don't see anything really wrong with the show so far. I mean, I hope they flesh out that story. It sucks because there's only 6 episodes, so we won't have enough time to like truly build stories out, build out characters, build like everything has to go quickly. And as you know, it's only 45. It's not even an hour show. I mean, I was surprised that I watched it today. That I was able to watch it today. I thought there was, I thought I don't know what I thought. No, I thought that we were going to get a lot more, but just I'm worried. I am worried about the quickness of this season. I mean, we only got 6 weeks of watching this, of appointment viewing also. So I don't not appointment viewing, but going we it's week by week. So we gotta we gotta go we gotta go with the flow, right? So I am a little nervous about it, but I do like I said, I do like the show. I like the first episode for sure. So far, first episode. But let's talk about something that was great. The Arnold documentary, the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary. If you guys get a chance and you have some time, 3 hours, it's 3 episodes. It goes. What's great about it is they didn't make it convoluted, because really, if you look at his career, it's not convoluted at all. Like on the real, like when he first started, of course, he was a bodybuilder. So that was the first episode. It's all about him and his bodybuilding background. Also, his father and his family. Actually, really his family. Like we find out, this is me finding out. I didn't know this. I found this out through the documentary that his dad was a Nazi officer and came back home and really wasn't the same. Like they said that like he said, he was a hard man. They just lost. And he's from Austria, and they just lost. And he didn't know how to really handle that. It kind of, it sucks because you also looked at as subhuman for what you did to the Jewish people during World War II. So it's like it is a pretty bad, like you drew kind of a short straw, and for real, what was great about hearing about Arnold's like life, like his dad really like instilled that hard work in him, that work instilled that like the thing that he did mostly with Arnold and his brother was that he made them like competitive with each other. And apparently that didn't help his brother, but it helped Arnold. I mean, that was something that was, that was the thing that kind of drove him to become a great bodybuilder, become, great at practically everything he does, and I really enjoyed really the first episode. It made me want to go out and just work out. Like, and then he talks about how he was working out with like Franco Colombo, who recently just passed away, which is sad, man. All these it's crazy that all these bodybuilders around him have passed away, and he's still and also hearing about the story of why he became a bodybuilder, and knowing like he got to meet his hero later. It's awesome. It's great, and then he played Conan, which is the second episode, which is his acting career. They talk about all the accolades. Now, I would like to say this. I know for some of y'all, I understand for some of you guys that there's some haters out there. Me, I loved The Last Action Hero. I love that movie. I maybe because I grew up on it, maybe because maybe that's the case because I grew up on watching that show practically. I mean that movie. I'm sorry. Shit, what the fuck? I grew up watching that movie and I loved the concept of it. Like the kid becomes part of the movie. Like it brings you to the imagination of it's imaginative, and that's really kids' imagination. Is yeah, man, they're gonna make themselves a part of the movie, and we see all the background stories of like me myself. I love Last Action Hero. I will continue to love Last Action Hero. I know. All right, I know this isn't Arnold, but I will say this: I can't remember the movie. Is it Suburban Commando, where Hulk Hogan is a wrestler and has to like he's a babysitting a family. I don't know if anybody remembers that. He fights the guy with the metal head and shit like that. It was a great movie. If you guys get a chance, like I love that movie. I love Last Action Hero. I know everybody was like, "Oh man, that was a bust." I don't think it was. Well, maybe the box office, but overall, I thought it was a great movie as a kid. Now, maybe I need to go back and rewatch it. It was campy. He did Kindergarten Cop, he did, Predator and all the rest of this stuff. Like, we know Arnold as a great action hero. I mean, him, Sylvester. I love that they had Sylvester Stallone. I wish they had him talk about him more. I feel like they were kind of just peppering in Sylvester Stallone. Is like you see him a few times in the doc, and you heard Arnold talking about his life, and it's crazy because I just got done watching Fubar, and it was like completely like different character. Like he doesn't curse in Fubar, but in this he's cursing all over the place. And then the last one is, I think it was American. What was cool about that is, you know, governor he was the governor of California for 7 years. 7 years. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor, the governator. You remember? I remember when he was going out for it, and I also remember where it was like Gary Coleman and some other like the Gary Coleman was the most noticeable, but like when you hear about like he was when you hear about him announcing, and then you see all these celebrity figures trying to announce their candidacy for the governorship in California, you're just sitting here like, damn, I remember this. I remember this time in history, but you don't know the background of why he became the governor. What's I didn't know Maria Shriver was a Kennedy, and that's how he met her. And that he's always been very, very curious about government. It's crazy hearing that side. Because most people probably would have thought, oh well, he just wanted to. And also, I don't know if this is a myth or not, but I remember I went to California when he was governor. I I distinctly remember as governor, he wanted to take out all Oreos at some point out of supermarkets. Like he took Oreos out. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I also remember, I do remember, like, we did go through a recession at the time. Like the global recession was happening at that time. And they were like, yeah, well, California was doing the worst. Well, it kind of sucks because California is kind of hard to like. California, we all know, we've all seen it. Like their tax rates are ridiculous, because they have nothing but they have a lot of celebrities that live there. But for normal folk, the tax is outrageous. But to know that like most of his stuff, like what was crazy about him was that he was able to adapt in him adapting. It was a hard one. Sometimes he did have his setbacks, but to know that a guy from a different country cared so much about coming to this country. He said, man, I know I'm not supposed to be in Austria. He said, I'm not meant to be here. He said, I have to get out of here. And apparently in Austria, you have to serve in the military at some point. And what was hearing about like how he skipped the military and to go do his bodybuilding and things like that. It was just hearing about him and his story. I love, like, y'all know me, if you've listened to the podcast before, I love hearing about people's story. His story was very interesting because you don't know that side of Arnold. You've never heard that side of. I've never heard that. How about this? I never heard that side of Arnold. So it's like I'm watching a whole new person that I've never seen before, that I've seen before, but I didn't know everything about him. And to me, that was a great documentary. I think it was very well put together because they separated each part. It wasn't like clunky. It wasn't clunky at all. Nothing really intermeshed with each other. He even talked about, having the affair, having the son and things like that. And, owning it, he owns it. Yeah. I know he said, I know he probably wishes that he owned it beforehand, but he's there now lifting with him. They had a whole video where he was sitting here lifting with each other. Like the kid looks like him, like like him. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't deny it. And to hear how Maria Shriver found out was even crazier. So it was just. I like I told you guys, man. I really, really love this documentary. I think they did an amazing job with it. If you guys get a chance, Netflix does a great if there's one thing Netflix does very well, their documentaries are A1. for sure. They are A1 like their documentaries are definitely some of the best out there. And so they definitely deserve their flowers for that one. I would definitely say that. Where they also deserve their flowers is with Extraction 2. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, the 10-minute one take made the movie that much better. The 10-minute one take, when I mean from it's seamless, when I mean that it is a seamless transition through everything. Seamless. Holy mother goose. Wow, they did that thing. Oh wow. I think it's the Russos. The Russos are part of this, which is, they probably made some of the best MCU movies, of course. So, and they had Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth kills it in his role as Tyler Rake again. Most of the time, sequels aren't better than the originals, but like I said in my Instagram post, I'll say it here: the first Extraction does hold a a special place in my heart for action movies because it brought back like the the Jason Bourne series type fighting, where sometimes it's just no music, it's just straight fight, it's just straight beating the hell out of each other, and that's where Jason Bourne kind of was different than everybody else's action movies. I really, really enjoy that type of action. What I also like about Extraction 2 is that it came with a whole nother element too. With just like, well, the first one I would say too had this element, but I felt like it was on pure display in this one, which is the John Wick style of everything, where it's just violent. You know what I mean? Violent for no reason. Like, and you're finding everything, to be, you find anything to like survive. It's pretty much survival. How most humans would probably fight their way out of certain situations, try to find anything possible to survive. And to me, this movie definitely action wise, it was almost nonstop action. I like I'm telling you, this movie they did an amazing job with just bringing this type of action to life, and meshing. Like I said, they meshed Jason Bourne, and I'd say this is a perfect mesh of Jason Bourne and John Wick. Crazy, two named people. Two people's names are part of the fucking title of the movies. But I'm sitting here and I'm just like they did something different. I don't know what it is, but like there was more. It wasn't even espionage type shit. It was just straight up, I'm trying to get these people out of somewhere, and there's a lot of people in my way, and I got to get rid of them. That's practically what this movie is about. That's and then Idris Alba just randomly being here, being Luther. That's practically who he was. He was Luther, and like a more eccentric Luther. But like I said, I think this movie, like action wise, the action sequences, everything was like 10 out of 10. I know most people probably like hate a certain character in the movie, but listen, man, we wouldn't have had that much of action. Also, there would probably be way less cost of life if certain actions didn't happen. The movie would have been only like 30 minutes long. Let's be real, if that was the case. But like I said, the 10-minute one take scene, if you guys get a chance, that was beautiful. It's the only thing I could like. I know people like probably think I'm weird for saying that something very violent was beautiful, but it was beautifully shot, and I don't know how they pulled that off. Like, I wish I could I wish I had the mindset to be like, all right, I can pull this off. I let that creativity, that's beautiful creativity to me. I really think that the gratuitous violence and like the systematic violence was just crazy as fuck on this movie. Like I just, if you guys get it, like if you watch the first one, I think the first one was more kind of espionage type deal, like a little bit, like he, trying to, find out the target, things like this. This one was just straight up trying to get somebody the fuck out of somewhere. And each and every turn, there was like a boss level fucking fight. Like that's literally, it was like an elevator type movie without no elevator, without no like going floor by floor type movie, like going the place by place type movie. Like that was the crazy. It was. I don't even know how more to explain how great this fucking movie was. And if you're just looking for just straight up turn your brain off and just watch motherfuckers just get lit the fuck up and stabbed up or anything fuck else up, this is it. You can live vicariously through Tyler Rate because that shit was violent as fuck. That's all I can really put out there. It was so violent. Like, and then we get, his backstory, a little bit more of his backstory, which is cool too. So I think that also helps. That also helps his his character move along. Why he pretty much does this as a purpose, and also the third one, I feel like it's going to be even more fire. Like I don't know how, but I feel like it's because they did a one take scene in the first one, but I think it was like maybe like 5 minutes. It wasn't as long as the scene in this one. Fuck, man. I'm telling y'all, whenever y'all get a chance, watch it, yo. There is a little bit of music with it, but like the music kind of like it doesn't matter what you're watching on. Oh my gosh, man, this shit's fuck. Just go watch it. That I watched it on the phone and was hyped about this fucking movie. Like I don't know how else to really give you guys more than that. Like that without spoiling it. I don't want to spoil. Like there's really no story. The storyline is the fucking movie title, which is Extraction. He's trying to get someone out of somewhere. So and oh fuck, man, every turn. The dude, I think their team just really had some bad fucking luck. That's all it really was. If one thing doesn't happen though, 30-minute movie. Literally, it's a 30-minute movie. But yes, Extraction 2, which is on Netflix. Definitely check those out. Oh, yes. Secret Invasion. Sorry, I forgot. Secret Invasion is on Disney Plus. I think the one thing this too. I think I know why they got review bombed. There's a few. My fault. I'm going back to Secret Invasions for a second. My fault. I forgot to talk about this. Secret Invasion has like some. For some people, I know you guys are kind of soft about this. I know some people are soft about this, or some people are they will call other people snowflakes, but are snowflakes about this. But there are some woke things that are said especially by Samuel Jackson. And also, by the way, I would just like to say this. He definitely said motherfucker before he got blipped. Just put it out there. He said motherfucker before he got blipped. And they didn't say it, but he said it. I don't care what anybody tells me. Before he got blipped, he said motherfucker. I don't care. We're done. That's it for me. That's all I needed from Sam Jackson. We didn't really get that much of Don. I'm really kind of hyped to see what Don Cheadle's character is going to be about because War Machine. If you guys don't remember, he's got kind of ruined during Civil War. So yeah. So yeah, Secret Invasion. I think it got probably review bombed because of some of the woke. Because everybody says you go woke, you're broke. That dumb shit. So that's probably maybe miniature of what happened. It was like a couple scenes here, and it was only like 2 scenes where he kind of like says some things where, yeah, all right, he kind of snuck some innuendos in there, and it's like, all right, well, get over it. Y'all need to get over that shit, man. I like spy shit, so that's probably like I can watch James Bond all day. That's one thing I could do. Like me and one of my fraternity brothers actually. That was his thing. He watched James, like my mom used to watch James Bond all the time. Like, so that was my show. I mean, that was my movies. I love watching spy thrillers. I know you guys are like, what? Hold on. Didn't y'all used to watch like Star Trek and things like, yes. All right. My mom and me are are TV and movie junkies. Okay. Get out of here. Mind your business. All right. Dang. Or, go watch some TV and stuff with your parents and enjoy, Goodness gracious. Make some memories. Watch TV, whatever. I know. Shit. I don't like to go touch the grass all the time. It's okay. I like to go touch the fucking couch and chill. All right. My bad. Sorry. My fault. So mental health checkup. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure you guys knew I was okay because y'all know I've been dealing with like the deaths in the family, and really like what's been great so far is that, man, I got to watch my niece, have her sweet 16. My nephew just turned 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, my birthday's next week. My grandmother's birthday's next week. A lot of our birthdays are, oh, actually next week is kind of crazy. Stepdad's birthday's next week too. It's kind of crazy. But I can't be more happy right now. You know what I'm saying? Just letting everybody know. I mean, like, normally this probably would have like not broke me, but this probably would have hurt a little bit. But we were supposed to. I submitted a commission. I submitted a panel discussion into with the TwitchCon, and they told me they did not have time for me. And did not have time for or have enough sessions left, which is cool. That's fine. Hey, look, man, that was my first time through. Hey, look, it took me 3 years to get into Comic Palooza. I'm not truly. It ain't something that's gonna like hurt my feelings or anything. Like, if they give me the opportunity, I will definitely take it and I'll run with it. But that just means that's not part of the plan yet. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all I can really tell you. It's not part of the plan yet, and that's just That's just the way it's going to go for right now. And it is what it is, man. I'm setting up interviews right now. I'm trying to set up interviews with certain comic book people and um certain comic book artists. I'm sorry, let me say artists. Also, hopefully, recording artists, and that are part of the nerd community and things like that. And and we'll expand from there. Like, I'm very, very excited about where the podcast is going. Um, I'm just That's all I can do right now. I can just be excited, not just for the podcast. But I'm excited for everyone in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's starting to do some upgrading type deals, and I'm very excited for them. That's all I can be. And I'm seeing friends doing big things, man. I mean, my little of my fraternity is doing big fucking things, man. And like, his excitement is making me excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm excited. I'm even more excited. But and which is by the way, it's going to be the Pass the Torch. Hold on, let me make sure that you guys see it. It's going to be Pass the Torch Spring 2023. The shirts are up there. It's going to be the website will be on the descriptions down here. He has like the Kool-Aid Man, and also got like vinyl stickers and things like that. Like, I'm excited for him, man. He's doing a lot for the troops. He's a former, he's a veteran, and he's trying to do things for his brotherhood that, guys that have been through battle, have been through training and things like that. Guys and gals. I'm sorry, guys and gals. Sorry, so sorry. Guys and gals that are protecting our country. They protecting people that they don't even know. No, billions of people that they don't know. And he's trying to make sure to give back, and also give his time, and hopefully other veterans time to tell their story. So hopefully soon, I would love to have different people come on and have conversations, if that's what they would like to do. So yeah, definitely, like, Pass the Torch is going to be shootout for soldiers. Not the type of shootout. It's going to be straight up lacrosse and 7-on-7 football and things like that. This event's going to be huge, and it's going to be in Delaware. So when I get more information that I can, really branch out, I got y'all, dog. I got y'all. But until then, man, I'm so excited. I'm hoping to be a part of it. It'd be great to be a part of it. Shit, man, it'd be great. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might even do some little bit 7-on. Might might throw out the golden arm. Who knows? I'm feeling pretty. See how I'm feeling. It might be a little frisky, in a couple months. You never know. But yeah, man. Like I said, like, my mental health is great. I feel amazing. I'm starting to get back into working out a lot more, man. My back has been fucked, but it's got to just deal with life, man. That's all it is. And that's all I can really say, man. I'm in good spirits right now. That's all, and that's all I can be. Well, not all I can be, but I feel like that's the best I can be right now. So that's awesome. I'm happy for everyone, and I'm hoping everybody else is doing a fantastic job. Look, man, if you guys need to talk, you guys need to say something, you know what I mean, put it in the comments, especially if you're listening in Spotify. You can put like something in the comments like, man, you know, I'm dealing with this, that, and the third. You know, I'll answer. I'll answer, especially go to the Instagram, baby. You already know. Go to the Instagram. We there. We here for you. All right, I got you, you know, or some or other people. You know what I mean? This we're trying to build this into a community. It's supposed to be a neighborhood, man. We're supposed to be sharing, you know, sugar with each other, dog. You know what I'm saying? No, also spill some tea. You know what I'm saying? We can do that too. We can spill some tea. But yeah. So lastly, I would like to say this. So my sister, out of nowhere, tells me about this donut shop that's, you know, close to where we at. And I'm like, all right, so first of all, I'm trying to be on a diet, which not gonna happen. Let's be real. If you're gonna tell me about donuts, then you know I'm in. Donuts and popcorn, I'm definitely in. So yeah, she's telling me about the donut shop, and she was like, yeah, you know, just you want to go? I was like, no, I'm on a diet. Okay, so all right, well, I guess I'm going to go get some donuts because that was very convincing for me. And so we went to this donut spot, which is I guess just opened a couple months ago. It's like Munch Mochi Donuts, Moche Donuts. It's like yo, let me tell y'all something about these fucking donuts though. For real, let me be real. I'm gonna do a cruise. Well, there is a cruise and taste test that's gonna be on Instagram, but like here too, um, those donuts were fire as fuck. I would just like to put that out there. They had these fruity pebble ones, fucking fire. They had they made churro ones, fire. And they also made cookies and cream. Like they have like in the area, they have where you can taste test the donuts, which is like dangerous. And I taste tested the cookies and cream, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be dangerous for me. So I'm gonna try to stay away from you. But the churro one, holy mother goose. Oh my gosh. I think I had that, the cookies, shit. Sorry, my fault, y'all. I had a strawberry one because I like strawberries, and they had the little the little sticks with the sugar at the end. Fantastic. I forget the names of them. Sorry, don't judge me. But the consistency of these donuts weren't the consistency of like regular donuts. I don't know what they made these with. I don't know what type of dough they use. I don't even think they use dough. I don't know what it is. They use whatever God brought down to them to make these donuts. That's what happens. Okay. And they like come out. So they look like little rings. Like, so they come out in a ring. And then in like, I'm trying to think how to explain what these look like. You will have to look at the picture on Instagram, first of all. Secondly, teething rings. So you ever see the kids with the teething rings that have like different little balls on each ring? Each like on the ring, it has like 10 different little balls on them. That okay, just don't be dirty. But so this is kind of like a teething ring with those like, and you could break it off. You could break off different sections of the donut and still taste delicious. And they all taste the same. It was beautiful. And then also I got like what was that, brown sugar latte? Let me tell you guys something, man. That shit's dangerous. Okay, that was some dangerous ass shit. Yeah, I had to go to the gym for a little while. Okay, just to burn that off, I had to go to the gym. Okay, and I'm also probably going to fast during while working. Okay, because it's gonna be hot as hell. But it's all good. We're gonna be okay. But yeah, those donuts though, dangerous. They were very good. They were very delicious, and they weren't filling for me. Maybe that's a problem. That could be a problem. But I didn't really get filled up by them. I felt like, all right, well, these taste good, and like it doesn't feel heavy. I guess so. Like most of the times when I eat a donut, it feels like especially if I eat like one or two of them, because you can't just have one fucking donut. Like, what type of serial killer are you? But um, these donuts, like I had a couple of them, and I still like don't feel filled up by them. Like I feel still light, you know what I mean? I feel like nothing really hit my. It was beautiful. It was a great experience. I would definitely advise anybody to go again. On my Instagram, it will be up on the Instagram, I promise. Actually, the location is up on my stories right now for the cruise and taste test. But if you guys get a chance, definitely go check out Munch Moche Donuts. I fuck man. Oh, oh my goodness. That was like, yeah, that was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. It was a definitely a O experience. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the Mariana O. Let me hit you in that O. Feel it, babe. Okay. Sorry. All right. So with that, that is the show. My name is Andrew Cruz. Where you can find that was the Cruising Podcast, and my name is Andrew Cruz. And where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. Hey, also just let everybody know, I'm testing out this StreamYard, John, because this is new for me. All right. So please, if there's any like delay in the video or anything like that, my bad. I'm still I'm trying to get used to it. This is really like a test out episode also for it. But at the same time, this is an episode for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't the most informational type deal, but yeah, man, like I'm trying it out. Hopefully this is something new. I'm going to try to start having, that's how where my guests are probably going to come from, is on Streamlabs. So I mean StreamYard, not Streamlabs is a whole different thing that I need to figure out. But with that, I would like to say I love all of you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces. There.